What is up, everyone and no one? What up, Shady?
Selena.
What up, Shady?
How are you?
Jazz peachy.
Like we're gonna have a full lineup.
Okie dokie.
I expect BC to hop on any minute. He's only just one. As he said he would have it way ahead of time. But BA's gonna be there. And Red's on his way home.
Excellent.
So I don't have a guest. I mean, I don't think we need one. It's gonna be 5 of us.
Okie dokie.
I asked JR, he works late tonight, but he wants to be on next week, even though he's on vacation. He's going to take his PlayStation with him.
That's cute.
That is cute. The week after that, I have Notorious book, but he lost his internet privileges. I'm not sure for how long.
Oh, how old
I
is
was
this
talking
person?
to TDS last night. I asked Quad today. He wants to, but he's tired. He was supposed to get offline and get some rest, and he hasn't yet.
No worries, dude.
But we're all ready to go. We did the last one last Tuesday. It was BC, myself, and TARDIS. So it was about 40 minutes long, and we had a fourth Guardian, but she didn't have PlayStation. So she was comment queen, 28 comments.
Okay.
That was Mouth, BC's ex-wife, and TARDIS' mom.
Okay.
I want to have Mouth on as a guest, but I'm nervous because she's called Mouth, Sailor's Mouth for a reason.
Oh.
So how's your cleaning day go?
It was good. We all got real sweaty. And then we went out on pedal pub, basically.
Okay.
So one of the bicycle multi-pedal things, whatever. Like, I mean, there's an engine in it too, and honestly, like, he only like made us pedal like a couple times. Well, more than a couple, but like not for like very long. Like he would like turn off the engine like when we were going up a hill and like kill us and shit. But yeah, no, it was cool.
At least you can
The
laugh.
time we
about
went to three bars, I think. So just kind of bar hopped. I was gonzo by the end of it. So
yeah, we have an event in the largest town near me. They have the event at the beginning of March. It's called the Bar Crawl. And there's like a bunch of bars on one block, and college kids go from bar to bar until they fall down.
Yeah, ours were spaced apart, but that's basically what we did.
It's monitored. No one's allowed to drive. You walk from one to the other.
Yeah, no, there's a driver of the pedal pub.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a cool dude though. His name is Garrett. It's funny. Him and we had two pedal pubs for the amount of people that we had. And it was funny. Like the two drivers were outside the second bar that we went to, like recounting a previous pedal pub like excursion that they had where, and they named somebody, and I was like, "Did you just say so and so?" And they were like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, she worked with us at the restaurant. And they're like, oh, yeah? Yeah, she hijacked one of our pedal pubs and drove it a block, like, drunk and, like, stole it and drove the block.
Awesome.
I know, it was totally awesome. I was like, dude, that's amazing.
That's one of the things you do just to have the story to tell.
Possibly get arrested. But like I said, they were cool dudes, so. Then she only drove for the block, I guess.
Considered a joyride, not really.
God damn it. Poor guy. There you go. Sons of bitches.
I had an hour and a half long strategy meeting today on Zoom.
Oh?
Who I work for hired a firm to have a 3-year strategy action plan drawn up. So there was 2 ladies that ran the meeting, and there was 13 of us total, and we just answered questions, and we broke down into focus groups and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Our strengths, our weaknesses, what we want, what we're looking for, what's good, what's bad, and just the worst thing about it was today. I don't work on Mondays. I have every Monday off. My pantry is closed on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
I work Tuesday through Friday, so on my day off, I have to go to a meeting. Thank God it wasn't at 9 o'clock like they usually are. I like to sleep in, but... And I'm supposed to take the time off during the week, flex it, so I take an hour and a half off during the week, but I can't, because I'm the only one that runs the pantry. So I'll eat an hour and a half.
That's silly.
Well, it was no heavy lifting. I mean, it wasn't boring. But during the focus group, I hit the LEDs on my chair. No one said anything either. I had a green and red haze behind me, but no one noticed. Then I went shopping.
There you go.
Grocery shopping. Haven't done it in a couple of weeks. I was in need.
Oh. Get out of the way, motherfuckers! Jesus!
And more sirens.
Yes. Always the sirens.
I had something go on yesterday near my house. I heard fire trucks respond for something. I didn't see any smoke anywhere, but they were close. It was funny because I was watching NYPD Blue on
and you weren't sure if it was the TV
yeah,
or not.
Like, that sounds awful realistic. Wow.
Right. I didn't know my TV had such good surround sound.
I was doing it on my desktop, so
that was
even better.
Crazier.
It was close enough where I went outside and tried to look to see if one of my neighbors were in trouble, but it was probably something like a gas leak smell or something.
He's not good either.
I'm about to complete the season. I am at rank 99.5.
99.5.
I just got my emote. The ether emote. One thing I'm working for now is the ornament for a gun I don't use.
Which one? Oh, the fusion rifle.
The hand can. No, stasis hand. Sidearm. Sidearm. Yeah, it's stasis sidearm. I'm not a stasis guy. I gave it a fair shot. I tried.
It's a gun.
Open mind.
Not a. It's just a gun. You're not a solar kind of guy either, but you use solar weapons.
Hey, Drag.
Well, that beam.
So I wasn't able to get it working. I got a new phone, so I thought I'd be able to get it working, but apparently I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to stream to YouTube if I got less than 1,000 subscribers from Streamlabs.
Oh well, we'll get
on
there.
Mobile. I can get on a computer and do it, but
That's hilarious.
yeah, I know, right? It's like, you can't get on your phone and do that, boy.
That's funny.
Young man.
The sidearm I was mentioning, Selena, is the Cryo since the 77K. It has cooling liquid, and it is a stasis gun.
I know it is.
More like.
But it's a
so
gun.
Like solar.
It's a gun.
It's a sidearm. I don't like sidearms. You are awesome with a sidearm. I mean, I've had in situational times where sidearm was awesome, but it's just. I want an auto rifle, I want a bow, and I want a machine gun. That's my comfort
Ew.
zone.
I want an ass and titties.
Fuck. Ass and titties, ass and titties. Schmerps.
Big booty bitches.
Red, we're gonna have a full cast today.
Awesome.
So you pretty much our guest because JR can't do it. Quad's too tired. Matt didn't get back to me. I asked him if he was gonna be free tonight. He said yes, and he's not around. So you're gonna be lore/guest guy.
Hey, maybe. Do you think I can get my little brother Jordan to get on?
You can. If anyone has any ideas, I mean, it's just tough to have more than 5 people, but I think we can do it. I mean, there's no time limit.
He'll be the guest.
And you're gonna be a lore guy.
Yeah, I got a short lore today. I don't have a really fleshed out, it's not going to be part of the, what's it called? The Book of Sorrows. It's actually something it's related to, but I thought it was really interesting, and it's thought-provoking, and it's more of to intrigue some people more than, I'm just telling you a bunch of stuff. It's something that I stumbled upon that I never really thought of. I'm sure other people have, but maybe you have.
Okay, well check with your brother. If not, Selena, maybe your friend that's watching you.
I'm calling him now.
I've got the next 2 weeks covered. Not really.
Hey, Jordan.
Listen.
What are you doing, man? Just hanging out by yourself or with somebody? Oh, damn. Hey, do you think you might want to be on a podcast tonight?
Like now?
Yeah.
15 minutes?
In 15 minutes? You just have to answer some questions. Do you think Dan would like to be on a podcast? Oh. Come on, Jordan, be on the podcast. It's easy and it's fun.
Aw. It's easy and it's fun. Make lots of money.
It's probably about Come on, dude. It's a Destiny related podcast and we could talk about how I've almost entirely persuaded. Yeah, you do. You played Forsaken, and I've almost persuaded you to make a Titan.
We've got guests coming up that don't even game.
You don't want to, or do you don't know stuff? It's not even...
Jesus.
Jordan, you have to listen to me for 1 second. What? What? Wait, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Is it little comment?
Oh, but just hear me out for a second. The podcast isn't entirely about Destiny. Like, yeah, it has a little bit about Destiny in it, but it's mostly just us talking and having a good time and answering questions about
Destiny.
like just a lot of stuff other than Destiny.
I'm dead.
You know Selena, right? You know Selena, Kyle? What'd you think of her?
Oh my god, shut up.
She's willing to date any
And also
guest.
Shady Vale.
Shut your fucking whore mouth, Shady.
You know Shady, right? He's basically the main man of the hour, the host, the mostest of the hostess.
Yes, dude, I claim ownership of the.
And then we also have our friend BA Witch. She's pretty cool. And then we also have BC.
He should have been
He's
here
a really
by
nice
now.
guy. I like him, and he's very funny.
Send him a note.
He's very jolly.
He's a big guy, though.
He's a big guy.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. Really, you would have a lot of fun, man. And it would be really cool to hear from somebody who has played Destiny in the past, but hasn't played in a little while, and might want to start playing again. Because there's a lot of people that don't want to play Destiny right now, so it'd be good to hear of somebody that wants to try it out. What?
How am I gonna be on the podcast?
All you have to do is get on your PlayStation, throw your headset on, and join the party, and we'll start it here in another probably about 12 minutes if everybody's on time. Start.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it a try. Can I leave the podcast before it's over?
Yep.
Yeah, you can, but
You're not gonna want to.
you're not gonna want to. You're gonna have a good time, especially after
Oh
you
my god.
like. It's gonna start off. We're gonna have a little bit of an interview of you, and we're gonna ask. Well, I'm not gonna ask. Beastie he's the interviewer. He's gonna ask you some really basic questions since, you know, you haven't prepared any questions, and they'll be really easy questions to answer pertaining towards Destiny. And then, I think, what's the next section, Shady? Is it I do the lore?
It's lore bits.
I do lore bits. I'm gonna talk about. It's not going to be really fleshed out, like, I have a series going of the Book of Sorrows, but I'm actually just going to do more of a thought-provoking piece, which will be probably a little bit shorter than my usual bits, but, and then we have, I think Selena comes up, does hot topics,
and then BA does top 3,
and then BA goes on and does a top 3,
then I do shady questions,
and those things can be about, like, real-world things, and it doesn't even have to be about Destiny. And then Shady does shady questions, and he asks us a few. You've been on a party where Shady has asked a
question of the day.
A question of the day, right?
I don't think I've heard Shady ask a question of the day.
Wow, they're
easy
a
questions.
treat.
It's just
They're
something.
a treat.
Yeah, first one's always about pizza. It's not
First
like,
one, we always ask about pizza.
It's not like
Well,
we're gonna.
Shady always asks about pizza.
We're not going to delve into society's problems and try to come up with a solution.
Yeah,
for
we're not
hunger
going
or
to try to
anything.
solve inner city poverty or anything like that.
It's just, they're lighthearted, and I got some funny ones. I'm looking forward to
He's got some
everyone.
really good ones for tonight.
I put some time and effort into it.
Shady really does put a lot of effort into like his questions of the day or night.
And the podcast in general.
We all really do put a lot. Like every single person that's involved with the podcast put a lot of effort into it. So it's really like every single person that's been on the podcast wants to come back and be on it again. They've all enjoyed themselves.
I've got 8 people waiting to come on.
And we have 8 people lined up, but the person that was supposed to be on tonight has canceled. So, yeah, log on, get on Destiny. You downloaded the update last night, right?
Yeah, it should be all the way downloaded.
Alright, sweet. Well, we'll send you an invite to the party, and we'll talk to you in a bit.
Alright.
Peace. See how I have to...
You had to really talk him into that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. He's the little brother. You have to talk your little brother.
Okay, so which Hagar was that?
Hagar Jordan.
Jordan.
I've actually talked him into playing RuneScape again too.
Well, here's the situation, Dredd. BC's MIA, and he's never.
Really?
He's usually the first one on. I
Yeah.
sent him a note, but I got no response.
Well, if he doesn't show up, I could always interview.
You were going to do the interview. That's what I was getting at.
Awesome. That actually works out pretty good, 'cause I can...
You know what to ask him.
I know him the best
Oh,
out of
there's
anyone,
BC.
right?
As we talked about
Hey,
it, there's
BC.
What's up, BC? Here's what we got a big show tonight. A really big shoe.
Really big shoe.
Oh no.
We have
I can't. I don't think I can handle
we have the original lineup. VA's gonna join us. Selena's already here. I'm here. You're here. Dredd's doing lore bits, and our guest is Dredd's little brother,
Oh shit.
Jordan.
Okay.
He has played Destiny before, and he's thinking about starting again.
What happened to our original guest for this week?
We had Matt. I had Matt lined up. Hasn't joined. He said he was going to be on tonight, but he's not. I asked Quad. He's tired. I asked JR. He's working late, but JR wants to be on next week. Even though he's on vacation, he's taking his PlayStation with him, so he can be on the show. And
So
the following
funny.
week, we got Envious if he's off being grounded from the internet because TDS got mad at him for some unknown reason. I'm sure it was warranted.
Oh, I'm
Probably
sure.
texting too many girls at once.
I'm sure.
Don't think that's what it
100%
was.
warranted.
Why?
I'm guessing it was some sass.
You don't think Speed gets chicks?
I don't
sure he
think
does.
it's.
I don't think the issue would be Speed getting
Yeah.
chicks.
Same.
He probably got a bad grade on something.
That is no. I'm thinking sass.
School's out.
Well, no, because it's a possibility that he got a bad grade on something. Because Speed did say, well, no, because TDS when we talked, TDS said Speed was back in school. Speed didn't do well with online schooling, but when he got back to school, that was better. But there's a possibility that he couldn't pick a grade up.
And his school ends soon. I was surprised. I think in my area, school's already done.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's being June.
Yeah, TARDIS is done with straight A's.
Nice. We're all gonna be working for him someday.
TARDIS did really well with at-home schooling because of the freedom that it gave him to do other things. I think I mentioned this before. Being in school, he would rush to get done with work so he could do other stuff, and then usually what other stuff entailed was listening to music and disrupting the class. So, since there's nobody to disrupt, he can listen to music while he works at home, and there's nobody to mess with. And so he does his work, and then, he goes outside to play, but he can't go outside before any of his friends finish, so there's no point in rushing. Because when he rushes, he has to do his chores. So, he just, he does his work, he takes the time that he needs to take to do it, then he does his chores, and then he can go outside. So,
Does he have a lot of neighborhood friends?
Yeah, he has a pretty decent amount of them.
That's good.
He does a lot.
What up, Jordan?
He does a lot better with homeschool, which would be interesting because he spent this whole year at home, and this was his 8th grade year, so it was his last year of middle school. So next year he's going into the high school. So it's going to be his first year in the high school, and when he goes back, it'll be his first day or his first year back in school after a year out of the building and not having to deal with it. Like, the only time he ever went into the building this year was when they had to do some standardized testing. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he handles it.
Cool. All right, we're waiting for VA and we're waiting for Josh. But BC, Josh Hagar.
Yeah, right. Why are we waiting on Dim?
BC, last week.
Jordan.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Last week.
Josh is Jordan? Jeez, I get it right.
What?
Last week. Oh, how's my fan?
Your
Is my
job.
fan too loud? Do I
Yes.
need to turn off my fan?
I don't hear
Dim.
it. BC, Mouth, I'm sure you noticed that she sent 28 comments last week. And they were all
notice.
probably relevant. She was the fourth guardian, so I wasn't lying when I said it was four guardians to go guess. She was the fourth guardian. If she's gonna watch the show live on my stream, tell her to go to Selina's stream and use the chat, and Selina can translate. Because I don't see the comments till the next day. I have way too many things to do to keep up with chat and comments at the same time. I can't do it.
Okay,
So if you want to let her know that if she wants to watch it live and be heard, she has to go to chat and go to Selina's stream. Selina enables her. You enable your chat, correct? I've seen Dread the live chat on your screen before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had not noticed.
And then she's welcome to comment on my stream at a later date. That's fine. But yeah, she's gonna get a shout out because 28 comments is the most we've ever had by 26. 2 was the previous record. I think one of them was from Dread. So.
Hey, maybe BC should take this chance to discuss with Jordan.
Hey,
Maybe
yeah.
a couple questions that they could ask him.
Yes, because
We're
I do
using
need-
this
I
one
do
instead
need
of 4
questions.
guardians and a guest.
Hey!
Hey, VA! She has risen.
Dinklebot has come back, or Nolanbot, or whatever you want to call it. I prefer Dinklebot, so.
Dinklebot.
What about
Dinklebot was so much better. Don't get me wrong. I
go on YouTube now and listen to Mr. Dinklage do the ghost, and I really miss him. I wouldn't mind Mr. Was it North to do something else in Destiny because he is good. But
He's
I would
good.
I would love Mr. Dinklage to be
And
ghost.
don't
forever.
get me wrong. His impression of the Drifter is great.
He did Cade.
Oh yeah.
He did.
He was
yeah,
the last.
He
He was
did,
the last voice of Cade.
he did Cade. He did his impression of the Drifter. When,
This is all kind of stuff that would be really good on a podcast.
But
Just saying.
We'd have to figure out a topic there, Shady.
There's a top 3 coming up by someone.
What would the top 3 titles
What would
be?
that be? You know, top 3 voices
NPC,
for ghosts?
NPC
I mean,
voices.
Oh, yeah, I'm not that cool.
Yeah.
see, but I think
You are that cool,
I
BA.
think that
I wouldn't know that
North-
many.
No.
Well, see, I think that North would fall off. Like, if you have to do top 3, then that's bringing everybody in. So
Oh,
then
yeah. So you got
he's
Cade, you
already,
got
yeah, he's
Ikora,
already
you got
pushed
Zavala.
back by Nathan Fillion. He's already pushed back by Zavala. I can't think of his real
Lance
name right
Reddick?
now. Yeah, Lance
Reddick.
Reddick. And I'm sorry, but there's no way that you're going to get me away from Shax. Like, there's no way.
Well, I don't even
That's
know who
not-
the hell does Shax. That's
Have
what
you
I
ever
mean.
seen The Walking Dead?
You don't know? Yeah, the guy.
Sort
VA?
of. I know of it, but I
Crap.
barely
Let
watched
me-
it.
He plays
Hold on, give me a-
Morgan
give me a
on
second.
The
Give me a
Walking
second. I
Dead.
know his name. I know his name.
I don't know
I
if
his
you've
name.
ever seen it, but yeah.
I may have had too much to drink.
If it's
to
not,
remember
if
his
it's
name.
not,
Rick. Or
Carl,
Carl.
Rick, and
Carl.
Michonne, I don't know who the hell
No,
they are.
Oh.
Rick calls
Okay,
him
we're-
Coral.
We
Coral.
are
Carl.
T minus guys or T minus. Everybody join up on
T minus what?
The podcast hasn't started yet.
T minus what?
Getting ready to do the podcast.
Do you know what?
Time to launch. T minus. It's time
Yeah.
to launch. I'm ready to launch the podcast. It's 8:02. My sign's
Okay.
flying again. But because of Jordan not being a Destiny guy, Dredd has to pick the location of the tower because they're related. So it's a family thing.
What? Jordan he's been to the tower before, dude.
Well, if you trust him with picking the
Jordan,
spot in the tower.
Choose a location in the tower. Where are you?
Oh,
Lenny James.
Let me.
I couldn't remember. It took me a second. His name is Lenny James. Lenny James is the guy who plays Morgan.
Just go to orbit.
Does the voice for Shax.
Okay.
Jordan just made a Titan.
And it's so weird, like, seeing his character on The Walking Dead, and, like, he's, like, so quiet and reserved, basically. Like, he gets angry, like, every once in a while, but he doesn't, like, get that
Not
booming,
like Shax.
yeah, at all.
I lose people and then I lose myself. Did you guys ever watch the show that came on Fox, Human Target?
No.
Never heard of it.
Human Target. It was based on a comic. It was a DC character. His
Wait,
name
hey,
was
hang on a
G
second, BC.
something.
Dread, can you do a sound check for us? Because I was really loud
Oh
last
shit!
week.
Hang on.
Oh.
Let me get on Selina's stream real quick. I was eating cheesecake. Sorry.
Ooh, what kind of cheesecake?
I
Just
don't know. It
regular?
has a lot of
It's a
peanut
good
butter
one,
and
whatever
fudge
it
in
is. That's awesome.
Okay. Happy for you.
Alright, hang on. I'm almost on Selina's child. Selina Child's child.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm doing a sound check for me. Testing 1, 2. And next up is Shady.
1, 2, 3. Testicles. How we doing, guys? More? Yes? No?
I can hear you.
Who's next?
Testing. Hello.
Say hello to my little friend.
Did you just, like, spoiler your line
It's super
today?
quiet on Selina's
No,
channel.
he's gonna save that for our 100th episode.
Everything's super quiet on Selina's channel. I can't barely hear anything.
Seriously?
I got the volume all the way up.
So
Yeah, let me try something else.
I can't do say hello to my little friend.
You can always bring it back. I mean, there's no reason you can't repeat. I mean, please.
I mean, the fact that there's so many movies out there.
I mean, if you had like 10 really good ones and just use one different one each week, that'd be fine. But if you wanted to try to do 100 different ones, then you may have to put some more.
Everything on my
work
phone's
into it.
super quiet. I don't know what's going on with it. Hang on a second. Let's go open to Spotify. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my phone. I guess it's broken.
So we're just gonna wing it, and if I'm too loud, I'm too loud.
I guess.
I tried to dial back my microphone volume a little bit. You guys can all hear me pretty good, right? 'Cause everybody else sounds great.
Yep.
Hang on. I'm gonna restart my... I mean, yeah, I can hear you good. I'm gonna restart my phone. That's weird.
Okay.
That's weird. But, yeah, I think we're probably good. Can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're really loud, but that's good.
I think he sounds good in my
He's
headphones.
soft-spoken anyway, so...
You need energy out of you, Jordan, and don't be shy. During the
Alright.
guest interview, at the end we do a counter interview where you ask one of us or all of us a question.
All
And
of
if you want,
y'all
if you,
question.
and if you don't know what it is, one of us could probably help you.
Like, what kind of question do I gotta ask?
You could ask your brother something.
You can ask anything, really.
What is your favorite part about Destiny? Why'd you start playing Destiny? I mean,
Or other
there's
things you
soft
like
pause.
besides Destiny?
Favorite type of ice cream? I mean, there's a million possibilities.
Okay. Dang. How do I go to orbit in this thing? Can't remember how to play this game.
Alright, I think actually my sound's back. Let me look at Selina's Kyle.
I
Selina's
listened to my
Kyle.
stream. Everybody sounded fine.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
My sound's back. Let me look at Selina's Kyle.
Oh, who's that
A
second
little
voice?
louder.
Than the delay.
Oh, wow, I do sound pretty good, don't I? Wait, you weren't
God.
talking
Ooh,
about me. Where are
baby,
you?
so sexy.
Golly.
I'm so sexy.
You guys got Dread on tonight? I don't know. I got to call his agent.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm dead sexy.
Baby,
Ooh, look
the
at that.
other white meat. I want my baby back, baby
Alright,
back,
Jordan,
baby
what do you
back.
want BC to ask you?
Ribs.
Chili,
I don't really care.
baby back,
Baby back.
Anything's fine.
barbecue sauce.
Something you
Hey.
can something you can answer a good question to that you're an authority on. Like if whatever. I mean, whatever your strong points are. It would be your job, driving skills.
You just
I
have
was
a
just in the
job.
military for 4
Okay,
years.
there you
so-
go. Then we can all thank you for your service. You know, we drive the tier. Then we move on.
But I got thorough knowledge of that, so I can.
Yeah.
What
probably
did you
answer
do?
good
What was your job skill?
I was an expeditionary airfield service technician.
Won't you explain that? We're halfway through the podcast.
Dumb it down a
Okay.
little bit.
Probably
Pretend we're
not.
2.
I catch
He
aircraft.
caught plans. Yeah.
And built runways, pretty much.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Built runways.
I'd imagine that has a it has some decent carryover to civilian life.
Nope.
No.
I
Zero.
mean,
Aw.
if you want to be a mudslinger or a highway paver or something like that, I was a mudslinger for a while. I poured concrete.
Nothing
It
wrong
wasn't
with
his
physical labor.
original plan to do that job, though, right?
No, the Marine Corps kind of just put me where they needed me. I was supposed to be a
That sounds
combat
about right.
engineer, but
Oh, Semper Fi, friend, Semper Fi.
wrong.
That was a weak ass hoorah.
Yeah, it was.
I know, right?
I didn't even catch the
do
ooh at the
better.
beginning.
Try again.
Yeah, that was
My
good.
motivation
Cut.
was low.
Try again.
Semper
I just-
Fi.
That's pretty much how all it is now.
Yeah, they
My
He's
motivation
not,
is
he's not that
I'm not in
moto.
boot camp no more.
pretend you're playing Halo and say Master
Yeah.
Chief at the end.
Semper
I don't
Fi.
really play.
Ooh, raw Master Chief.
Jordan, you played plenty of Halo. Don't even try to lie.
All right, who's
I haven't
picking the
played
spot?
it in years.
Who's picking the spot where we're doing our remote?
Jordan is.
Okay, you gotta pick
Semper
somewhere where there's no
Fidelis.
NPC. We don't want
Well,
dialogue in our background.
I don't know what that means. What do you,
Pick
Non-playable
somewhere
characters,
quiet.
random little characters
Jordan, follow
Okay.
me.
that inhabit the
where are
tower.
we going?
Follow me. I'll show you a good place.
Okay. This is the first time I logged on this game in over a year, so.
Oh my god.
Hey,
That's
we
the
haven't
first question.
gone.
I was about to say,
Over-
how long has it been since you? How long have you been playing Destiny? That's a good question.
I started when I was in Okinawa, so that was back in
Oh
2018.
my
Oh shit, son!
All right, BC just had an orgasm.
I just
Give him
I
a
just
minute.
jizzed
Give him
in
a
my
minute to clean-
non-existent
Ew.
pants.
Change his underwear.
Yes.
Wait, why?
He loves Japan.
BC is our
Oh.
Japanese expert.
Hey,
Okay.
is this isn't a good place, is it? Hey, can we go into Shaq's office, or is there people in there?
You can
Or do
go
we
to
already
Shaq's
do that?
office.
Do we
No,
already do
there's
that?
no people in there. We have not done that before.
Let's go to Shaq's office.
I don't
Jordan
think
never
so,
been
yeah.
Shaq's office is valid.
there. Is it? Well, no, it's Zavala's office. Whose office is it?
Yeah, no, it's Zavala's office. You're right.
We know
Oh,
what
sorry,
you meant.
sorry.
But Shax
know
has
that.
got the mixtape in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaq's is mixed.
Are you sure these robots don't say? Wait, I could have sworn you guys went in here. Do these robots say anything?
Shaq's is mixtape.
Jordan, where are you?
He's at the top of the elevator.
Oh God, the elevators. Where everybody?
We're starting in 4 minutes, guys. Let's get it together.
I was actually quite surprised that Jordan actually went through and got his ace of spades. Come in here. Come on, guys.
Oh yeah,
Strong
that was
bad.
a pain in the butt.
I was surprised. I was like, wait,
It's
you
down.
got the ace of spades?
It's
I was really close to rage quitting.
Now, Jordan, this is technically a podcast, but it's like a talk show, so we want words from you when you get asked a question.
Okay.
We don't want yes.
I
Or
really
Is
don't
that
have a
recorded? We're-
vast knowledge
I don't
of
know.
the game, though.
We don't want that. We want you to elaborate briefly, however, on whatever questions you're asked or whatever questions come up.
Okay.
It's an hour
Ooh,
question.
EA.
Yes.
What are you doing after the podcast?
Ooh,
Ooh.
that sounds
Sounds
suggestive.
Playing
kinky.
catch up, considering that I hardly played for 2 weeks. So
Okay.
I'm, like, really behind on seasonal challenges.
Well, so am I. But how'd the move go?
Eh?
It was moving.
Love that.
It was moving. The truck rental was supposed to be $200-something. Ended up being $500.
What?
Because we ended up, let's just say that I asked boyfriend if we needed a bigger truck. He told no, and
He was wrong.
bigger truck.
Yeah, he was wrong.
We had to do 2 trips, so it was 186 miles for 2 round trips. And mind you, one leg of it was empty. I mean, the first leg was for picking
Yeah,
up.
of course, because when you're headed back, it's empty.
Well, also he picked it up in Maryland and drove it down to Virginia.
Ew.
we had to
Dredd,
do
I'm going to have you
you know-
introduce the guest.
Okay.
Since he's family, it's only
Well,
fair.
I'm gonna have to catch up with you afterwards. We need to talk. Like, we have
Yeah.
to, like, so talk and stuff. Like, it'll be so great. I'm just saying.
Jesus.
But it's coming along. My bedroom is almost done. I just have like probably 2 more trips to clean out the old apartment.
Jordan, do you think it's okay to talk about the super soldier serum?
That's not a real thing.
MK Ultra.
That's what they trained you to say, or?
No, like, I didn't have that level of clearance.
You say you cannot confirm or deny that accusation.
Yeah, I have no idea about that.
That's what they
Okay.
trained him to say.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute.
Be right back.
Then the NSA is gonna shut us down if we talk about that. So. 1 minute. This is a long minute, guys.
Don't get me in trouble.
I'm not a cheesecake.
Wait, I thought we
that's
were all supposed to
that
be
is
in the office.
sad.
Where's everybody at?
We're in the office.
I'm in the office. Are you in the right tower?
I'm in Zavala's office.
Jordan, do you got some dank emotes?
Where did I not? Maybe I didn't join up with you guys. I thought I joined up with you guys, but maybe I just flew into the tower like a dumbass. Maybe that's my issue. Yeah, I think that's my issue.
All right, BC. Oh wait, we have a blueberry here. Should we join? Should they be able to join the podcast? Or hey, blueberry, we're having a podcast. What's up?
We're doing work here. Okay.
Aces are wild, brother.
Well, okay. Ooh, that's a new one. So that was the weapon that you got. So the ace of spades, it had a little bit of work done to it. So how did you feel about getting that in the quest? How did that work? Okay.
Was there YouTube involved, or?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
He's giving you an idea of
I'm
what he's gonna
priming
ask.
you for questions.
Oh, it was a process. I just did whatever the game told me to do and had to play PvP a lot, and the headshots were annoying. But
Okay, save
finally
that.
got it.
Save that energy for podcast. That's perfect. People love when people talk shit about PvP.
Oh my god.
10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds.
9,
All right, no pressure,
8,
Jordan. Don't
7,
get
I'm
nervous.
not nervous at all.
6.
Take a deep breath. Steady your
Five.
We're
nerve.
here to have fun,
4,
guys.
Put your finger on the
3.
trigger. Steady your nerves.
Why does my camera always suck? Alright.
You should be clapping right now because that was it. That was the 3, 2. 3, 2, and 1 is quiet. That should have been claps.
That's the way it goes.
Well, it's the big show.
Okay, 5 seconds, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty then. Guess who is back? Hello and welcome to a Destiny community podcast for Guardians and a guest. I am your host, Shady Vale, but more importantly, with me, I have VA.
Yes, I know how to drive a stick.
Back from her hiatus. Welcome back. We have Selena.
Meow meow.
I got BC.
Life moves pretty fast.
I have Lord Bits coming up with Dread. He's a honorary host. Dread, what's going on?
What up?
All right. And Dread, you want to introduce our guest?
We got a very special guest this week. It's none other than Hagar Jordan, the very creative name of Hagar Jordan.
And full disclosure,
That was your intro.
His relationship to you.
Yeah, he's my brother.
Nepotism is a theme in our podcast.
We share a mother.
Our first guest was
And father,
BC's son.
actually.
Okay, we got some good stuff coming up. We got some shady questions. We got a hot topic from Selena. We got some lore bits from Dread, and we got top 3 from VA. But first, I have to mention this. We are sponsored by Anchor. Anchor is a free app that you can download to your phone or your desktop, and you can upload your podcast to Anchor, and they distribute it to many different outlets. You can find a audio version of this podcast on Spotify and on Google Podcasts and on Apple Podcasts, among others. So everyone, please check out Anchor.fm. Okay, the first segment, as always, is the guest interview, and I want to thank Jordan for being our guest. He had about 10 minutes notice. Our original guest bailed. Unfortunately, not it wasn't his will. He had to go somewhere else. But so Jordan's going to be here, and BC, it's up for you.
Yay! All right. Thank you very much, Shady, and thank you very much for being here. So I guess I will get started with the first question. A little bit of a cheat here. So I have heard that you have been in the military. How long were you in for, sir, and what branch?
I was in for 4 years from 2016 to 2020, and I was in the United States Marine Corps.
Okay, well, of course, everybody's going to chime in with this one. Thank you very much for your service.
Thank
it's
you.
greatly
Thank you.
appreciated.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, and the Marines. So Simplify, and we're not going to have you respond. This ain't boot camp, but we get it. What was your job skill?
My job was a 7011, and I was an expeditionary airfield service technician. Pretty much what we did was we would build pretty much deployable runways where we could pick them up, put them down anywhere. We'd also catch F-18s, F-15 aircrafts for emergency landings and stuff. And we also would deploy what we known as FARPs, which is forward arming and refueling points for helicopters.
Ooh, fun.
Oh, man, that sounds pretty nice. So you just went into an area that wasn't meant for a large vehicle, that some kind of air transportation, no matter what kind it was, cleared it out and made it ready to receive planes or helicopters, fuel them up and get them back out, huh?
Pretty much. We called it MobiMat, which was pretty much aluminum matting. It almost works like, those floating floors that are like puzzle pieces that hook together.
Uh-huh, yeah,
the same thing.
I've done that.
But aluminum, and they're about 2 foot by 12 foot pieces.
That's pretty nice. Well, thank you very much once again, and I mean, that's kind of amazing. So, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, I've laid flooring before, the vinyl flooring and, the laminate wood flooring that you hammer in.
Did you ever lay linoleum?
Yes, I've done linoleum before.
She got a sister?
You got jokes. All right. But I couldn't imagine having to do it on a large scale. All those small problems that I had.
On a tropical island at the...
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing something like that. So that sounds great. I'm sure you got plenty of stories, but we're not going to ask them now.
Yeah, we'd be here all day. But...
So, how long have you played Destiny?
Not too long. I've been on quite a long break because I've been playing other games, but I think I played it for about a year and a half or so, and then I kind of slowly went away from it.
A year and a half? Starting when? Do you know what season or like what was going on when you started?
Honestly, I can't remember.
I remember because I got you into it.
Yeah, my brother was the one that got me into it. We played through all the campaigns. I think there was 3 at the time or something.
I think you just started either just before Forsaken or just after Forsaken. So I don't know if you played quite as long as you think. But maybe you played for 8-9 months.
I think that's a brotherly jab, some brotherly love going
on. No. He's just
you didn't play as long as you think. I've been in the trenches.
No, that's actually to say that Destiny felt like a lot more than it actually was. Like the content held them over for that long, you know. It felt like a lot more, you know. I think he actually started Jordan Forsaken during the really grindy power grind, and I think that really took a toll.
I think it was like when I bought it, it said Forsaken on it, like Destiny2 Forsaken or something when I first bought it.
Well, there was a lot of things.
Aftergall?
Yes.
Forsaken? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the following Falls expansion.
Yeah, Destiny 2 Vanilla was Gall, right?
Yes. So there's been a lot of stuff that's happened since then, a lot of changes, and the way the game works and it's put together. What's kind of the last big thing that you did in the game?
Shoot, that was a while ago, so...
Whether it be getting most recent, like what's the last big thing you've done? Whether it was a specific, like, big mission, a raid, a strike, the new dungeons, because that's new, or was it like a quest for a weapon? Just, what's the last big thing you did?
I want to say it was a quest for a weapon, but I can't remember which one. It's been, quite a while, so...
Didn't you do the Ace of Spades?
Well, I did that one. Yes, I did the Ace of Spades, but that wasn't the last one I did, but yeah, that was near the end of when I kind of stopped playing.
Did that one require you to do Crucible to finish it? I can't remember. If you had to get, like, Crucible kills.
Oh, yeah, the PvP?
Yeah.
Yes, PvP.
I had to do a lot of PvP for that. Because it took quite a while. You had to get, like, headshots, and every time I killed someone, sometimes headshots wouldn't count, and it was a pain in the butt.
Bitches.
Well, how did you feel about that quest?
I about rage quit a few times, but when I finally got the Ace of Spades, I was pretty happy. But
right, it is a good
Crucible
gun.
invented rage quitting.
It's a good gun.
I was about to say, your Shady is probably on the top of the list when it comes to rage quitting and Crucible, to the point where he doesn't play Crucible. He rage quits before he loads into the match.
I pay people to Crucible for me. I pay BC's kid artist to do the Crucible for me if I want a gun that's in there.
Well, a lot of this is focused around it being a while since you played. Do you think you're going to come back to Destiny, or what would Destiny have to do, or what would you have to see or hear from your brother that's going on in Destiny to really kind of come back into it?
Well, my brother, he's been keeping me up to date with a lot of stuff that's going on in Destiny. Like, every time I see him, it's like, check this out, and show me all the cool guns and new abilities and stuff like that. I've thought about coming to Destiny quite a few times. It's just, since I keep thinking it's like the same game almost. It's still Destiny 2, and there's been other games that came out, and I kind of want to play those. So, but I finally updated Destiny fully, and I was thinking about getting back into it recently. But
with every season, something changes. Weapons, armor. I mean, even if you come back for 3 weeks every season, you're going to be in good shape. And then, by all means, play a different game. I play different games, so I mean, it's fine.
Pretty much what my brother was saying. He was saying that it's like a totally different game now, than it was when I last played it.
Most definitely. If the last time you played was Forsaken, they've completely revamped Crucible. They've added some new subclasses that we're not going to talk about.
Nerf. They nerfed them.
But yes, they did. But yeah, they've added a lot of stuff. As a matter of fact, I think one of the biggest changes was 4v4. The 4v4 modes that were in Forsaken have been pitched. There are no longer 4v4 matches. So that's one thing that, you may find a little bit different. I'm not sure if you played D1 at all. So it does feel a little bit more like D1 when it comes to you have the 6v6 or 3v3 modes compared to the 4v4. But it's not for me to speak. I'm sure your brother will drag you in here or there, and I'll be ready to shoot you in the head.
Yay!
Good to go.
Besides that, I think I may have taken up enough time. I'm not sure. Shady, how do you feel?
Mr. Jordan there, you have a question for any of us?
Yeah, what makes you guys want to keep playing Destiny so much and grind so hard on it?
What we do at this point is, since you asked the question, you have to do the call-outs. So you have to go one at a time for us to answer, so we don't all answer at once.
Okay, Shady, what makes you grind so hard on Destiny? And
what brought me to Destiny was the shooting mechanic. I never get tired of it. I have I'm approaching 3.2 million kills in Destiny, and I wanted to do 3 point more. I just want to do more. The storyline's okay, but the feel of the weapons, it's ever evolving. It's just, and I'm a farmer, so I can do the same Lost Sector for 3 hours and not be bored. It's just everything. I mean, I love a pattern, and that the loot is rewarding just enough that I'm not. And someone says they want to do a Nightfall, I'm like, yeah, let's go. But there's so much to do. And you can find your niche. You will never find me in the Crucible. You will never find me at Gambit. You will never find me in a raid. I pay real world money to other people to do that stuff for me.
I would like to say that I've had you play Gambit and you've played Crucible before.
I've known to make bad decisions in my life, yes. I was married at one point, yes. I made some bad decisions out there. And if you said,
wait. I shouldn't laugh at that. My ex-wife may be listening to this. I should not be laughing at that.
You could give me 3 choices. Get married again, go to the Crucible, or go to the dentist. I wouldn't know where to go.
Go to the dentist for a root canal?
I think going to the dentist may be the best option. At least that's only going to last an hour.
And they're gonna fix you up. They might give you some drugs too.
Oh, there you go.
Jordan, who's next?
Do I need to ask separate questions or?
No, just ask same question for everyone. Just pick out who you want to answer next.
How about VA Witch? Same question.
It's the clan. It's the people. I've been fortunate in that this is my first-person shooter, and I joined one Destiny clan that I was a part of for like 3.5 years, and then we merged with Rocket Sauce earlier in 2021, and just the fellow players, honestly.
Aww.
Even pre-pandemic, it was my social outlet because I'm a single mom of a special needs kid. So not a lot of time to go out and do other things. But that's why, the people.
Alright. Let's see.
That was just so clear, cut, and dry, and sweet, and simple, and...
That's Shady's favorite kind of answer.
Short to the
So
point.
that's probably
Let's
one
move
of my
on.
shortest ones, Shady.
Jordan, who's next?
Let's see. How about Selina?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the people. It's a fun community. Made some real good friends. And I'm gonna steal Shady's too. I'm gonna go with just it's fun to play. I enjoy the weapon mechanics mostly. And it's a decent story. Parts of it, yes, I get very emotional about. Parts of it, I get angry about them. But yes. It's on the whole, it's just a good experience.
That means you're submerged into the whole thing. I mean, if it invokes emotion, that means you're invested. That's great.
Yeah, and she's got an anime-style crush against another crow. So.
You never know what the future holds.
And other NPCs in the game too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few, like Asher Mir.
Asher Mir is just.
Alright, Jordan, I think there's 2 left.
Alright,
BC and your bro.
Let's go BC.
Oh man.
Of course, I gotta go last.
Okay, so there's 2 main reasons. First reason, as much as I love to game, consider myself a gamer, I don't have as much time as I would like to game. So Destiny is just complicated enough, but just easy enough. It just fits right into that nice little niche right there. I don't have to think too hard to where it's work, but it's not so easy that it's completely mindless. And if I have a bad day, I can go in the Crucible and shoot some people in the head, and I feel better. That might say something about my mentality. And then my son. I actually probably would not have bought this season pass if it was not for my son, but my son wanted to get it because he started playing Destiny and likes Destiny because I was playing Destiny. And so I use it as spending time with my son. My son doesn't live with me. He lives with his mom and we alternate. During the school year, I only get him every other weekend. So this is a good time if, he gets his chores done. Number one, it helps him get his chores done because it's a reward. You don't get your screen time if you don't do what you need to do at home. So it helps at home because he does what he needs to do so he can spend time playing the game with me. And when he's not here, I get to spend time with him and talk to him about school or whatever's going on with him.
That's sweet.
While we're playing the game. So those are the 2 reasons that I play Destiny.
Dean,
And Dim.
I was gonna say, Dim, I think you're the last.
I get why you might have chose me last because you already hear me talk enough.
Nah.
Probably.
I mean, he could be saving the best for last.
I doubt that. But,
last but not least.
But most least because it's last. But the reason I play Destiny is because, shooter is a shooter is a shooter is a shooter. But when I get on Destiny, the way you can move around in this game, it's just, I can't experience it with any other game. You get to slide in and jump like crazy and fly around and shoot stuff. You get to shoot stuff, but you can jump in there and go get all crazy and just use your abilities, and stuff synergizes so well with the weapons. They synergize with your abilities and your abilities with other abilities, and then you get to pop a super and do a really cool thing with your super abilities.
Do a really cool thing.
Yeah, there's so many little things.
Kick a pow! Hiya!
Yeah.
Hashtag
Shuriken
space magic.
Yeah,
Space
I
Magic's
love
the thing.
even if it's just throwing a healing nade across the map
Finisher.
and landing perfectly on my teammate that's about to die.
Nice. Look at you.
And they're they don't even realize they got healed. It's hey, you like
Look
how
at
you're not
you.
dead? And they're yeah, I guess. And then it's I healed you. Didn't you
did
see that
I
awesome
did
nade?
that. And they're no, it
They're
totally
huh?
didn't do anything.
It's nobody ever noticed the healer in the back throwing healing nades across the
my
map, but
God.
it's
The support character
Oh
is
my
more
God.
valuable than you know.
It's still rewarding
Shoot.
doing that. Because you're damn, that was awesome. I hit him
You
from
can't
so
be a
far
rock
away.
star without the roadies that set up your equipment, and that's what the guy
Aw.
that's coming behind you,
Support
and healing
crew.
you and picking you up and
You
sniping.
always
or-
notice when you don't have a healer, though.
Yeah, you die a lot.
Yeah, I just like it because it makes you. It's just
Hashtag
the feeling
warlocks.
of the game. Mostly.
Hashtag
We got
warlock.
2 hashtags.
Warlock Thug Life.
Hashtag space magic, warlock thug life. That's nice.
Thug light? Did you say?
Which is a word.
Thug life.
Oh, I thought you said
Well,
thug light.
I don't
No,
know. Thug
and then-
light might take over. Thug
Oh,
light, I kind of
jeez.
like that one.
I like that. Hey, leave it in the comments below. Hashtag
You get your
thug
warlock
light.
character with the little
Did it
8-bit
become a thing?
8-bit sunglasses come down.
Okay,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
moving on, guys. We're doing okay on time. Not great, but I'm not mad. That's
It's okay. We got a short lore bit today.
Okay, well, up next is, my name is Dim, coming up with some lore bits.
Nice.
This is more of a mini bits than anything. I wanted to do something
That's what
different,
she
and I was
said.
like, also, it might have been a little bit of me
Yikes.
procrastinating, but more of it was like I wanted to do something different and like talk about something a little bit interesting, maybe more thought-provoking than just telling you a story. And I was looking at some stuff on Ishtar, and I was like, I started to notice we have a lot of armor, like exotic armor pieces that are made out of Ahamkara bones. And I thought that was really interesting, and started looking into this, and the first question I was like, okay, if I'm going to talk about Ahamkara, what is Ahamkara?
Ooh.
Like, and I'm gonna be reading some stuff straight from Ishtar Commander, so you can go there if you want to like read more of this stuff. They actually group it in really great sections, so if you look something up on there, there'll be a big category, and you can read from armor pieces to items that you find in the game, and even some of the lore books will be all inside that category, and it'll all be related to each other. But I picked a few that were pretty thought-provoking and interesting, so I'm gonna read to you what a Ahamkara is according to the game. They were a species first encountered by humans on Venus, said to resemble dragons. They were exterminated by the Order of the Tower. The Ahamkara appeared sometime after the Traveler transformed Venus. And as you know from our other series of the Book of Sorrows, the Traveler is traveling through space and, touching a lot of people with its light.
With
Pause for laughter.
that sounds
That sounds questionable. I'm gonna touch you with my
touching
light.
them with its light.
And Shady, you're touching people with your
Oh,
light
that's
right now.
amazing.
That's
Pause
Okay,
for
but
laughter. Shut
I swear to God, it wasn't me.
The Ahamkara, they were described as dragons that made promises, and many guardians made deals with them for knowledge and power. The tower came to the decision that the price of these deals was too high, and they ordered the Ahamkara would become extinct. And their great crusade against the Ahamkara became the Great Ahamkara Hunt. And you'll see a lot of gear called the this and that of the Great Hunt, or this and that of the Hunt. And a lot of the evidence we see of this stuff, it was mainly the warlocks that had the responsibility of wiping them out. But, their fair share of hunters and titans, they wanted their part on the crusade. So, following the extinction of Ahamkara, they still intrigued the Guardians, and they still would seek out the Ahamkara. And I'm gonna name some of these exotics, and you might have used them. Some of them aren't the most useful, but I know one of them is one of my personal favorites, the Claws of Ahamkara. If you know that one, it gives you 2 melee charges on a warlock. It's pretty nice.
Melee.
But
That's the Australian pronunciation. He's not off base.
I'm not gonna read all of these, but some of the other ones are the young Ahamkara spines. I think those help on a hunter, they help your trip nades. And there's also the sealed Ahamkara grasp. And I'm pretty sure these are a warlock exotic. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, in D1, they were awesome with the hunter.
Oh, they're a hunter. Okay, that's what they are. What do they do, Shady?
Yeah, the Ahamkara grasp I think is hunter.
The shield Ahamkara.
Yeah. I agree with VA. I don't
These
remember.
ones are...
It's 5 years
What do they
ago.
do? What do they do?
Oh my god,
Where-
here. Melee hits reload equipped weapon.
Oh, well, that
I
doesn't
think
sound
it-
that great because you can
Yep.
already dodge the reload. But
Yep.
anyways, they took the Ahamkara bones, and if you know anything about Ahamkara bones, the Ahamkara can still speak to you through their bones.
they dipped these Ahamkara bones in, I think, silver, and sealed them, so that way it would like dull down the voice of the Ahamkara, so it wouldn't be able to like penetrate your mind as hard and try to get you to do stuff. But
Maybe that's why that exotic's not so useful anymore.
Yeah, right. They've sealed it and was like, oh man, it could have like made you overpowered, but it can just reload your weapons now. But I thought this was a good like little lore bit inside of this exotic, because just like the first line it is bones. Let's wear some bones.
What? Which one is?
Interesting that the hunters have 2 arm pieces from the Ahamkara.
And
right.
What is it? The warlock also
has.
Oh
my god, this warlock one is gorgeous, though.
And
there's claws of Ahamkara.
No, skull of dire Ahamkara.
And then there's claws of Ahamkara.
Yeah.
Which is gorgeous. Gain additional melee. That's the ones Dim's talking about. Those are gorgeous.
There was a big controversy about Shaxx, and he's got to actually, if you go to Shaxx, you can see his Ahamkara bones above him. And there's actually a bit of lore about when he actually killed that, and I think Ikora and was Saladin there with them?
Your mom was there.
No, Eris and Zavala. I'm sorry. Eris and Zavala were with Shaxx. And they sat with the dying Ahamkara, a hand out on its snout. Is he gloating, she asked. I think he is too pragmatic to gloat, Zavala said. Mourning, then, perhaps. The Ahamkara twitched, its eyes rolled up into its head. The biochemical glow just beneath its skin grew harsh. Zavala and Eris raised their hands against the increased glare, because it was, like, basically blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
The Ahamkara... Then the corpse exploded. Dirt showered the Guardians like dusty rain on a clear day. Shaxx sat silently with the resulting crater, and covered with a sheet of green fire. And that's where Shaxx got his Ahamkara skull, and he still has it today, and it still speaks to him. And people think he's gone crazy because he's hearing the voice of the Ahamkara, but I don't know a whole lot about that.
Was that thunder?
I think that's still yet to be seen.
Yeah, it's
I heard thunder
over here at my place.
Oh my god, that was like
very
perfectly timed.
though.
Like, yes,
that
that was
was
creepy. I was creeped out.
That was,
And he's like, it still
like,
speaks to him, and people think he's crazy, and it was like,
I was thinking
rumble, rumble. I'm like, oh
boombox.
god!
Yeah, but that includes lore bits for this week. Sorry if it wasn't as good as last time.
No, I liked
It was
I
fine,
liked
but
it.
thank you,
rushed it.
thank you for your 3 minute. That went
Was it 3
15.
minutes? That's it?
Oh, stop.
No, it went
Oh
15.
my god. Jeez.
But we're all wiser.
Did you like it at least, Shitty?
It was amazing.
I was not paying attention at all.
Oh, okay.
No, it was good. It was good. I'm just fun. Come on, it was good.
I try to impress Shady. That's all I do with the lore bit.
You make me feel like I'm playing the game for a reason now. So.
Oh,
Well,
that's,
it's still
that's my goal.
It still ties in with what's going on and what's coming because, as you said, Shaxx's skull, it's actually becoming a really big part in the lore with what's going on with the Witch Queen. Dun dun dun. Okay,
Dun,
I'm
dun,
done. Lore's not my
Okay.
thing.
All right, moving on. The next segment is from Selina. And Selina, what is that segment called?
It's Hot Topics.
Here you go.
So yeah, Hot Topic is, it kind of ties into what we were talking about earlier about how the game makes you feel things. Damn, feeling those feelings. But spoiler alerts for the last cutscene that you got with Mithrax.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Feel free to leave the podcast now, Beast. I haven't seen it
You
either.
Selena.
Kick out one of the hosts.
Oh man. So yeah, made me feel feelings. Made me feel feelings that made me feel angry and sad and all kinds of things. When Mithrax was talking about the saint, quote unquote, and his rampage through his people, innocents as well as infantry. So it's it was upsetting to hear him recount that from the Elixni perspective. Yes, this is amazing.
Put your microphone out the window.
Oh, but but yeah,
I think
it
we
was.
can deal with just against the window.
It was. We don't need to get anybody electrocuted. But yeah, it was a really, in my opinion at least, powerful little cutscene that they gave us with, from Mithrax's perspective and his people's perspective, and yeah, and as a bonus mini hot topic, with the inclusion of the ability to change your gear. What are we calling that? It's transmogrification?
Transmogrification.
Yeah, something. Transmutation? I don't know, something. But yeah, with the advent of that, Bungie also did run an event. I don't know if it's still going on. They said they were going to post winners today through the 12th. Of people who came up with like cool, fun little combinations of their gear and shaders that incorporated it, and Bungie is sending out a neat little emblem. I don't know if it's too late, but you might still be able to enter in into the competition. I know Bungie was like at Bungie something. You can look it up. What is it? June 7th through June 12th. Submit your photo on Twitter or Instagram with the hashtag #SplicerFashionShow to enter. So that should be interesting at the very least. Dealing with, like, seeing what people's gear has come up with. And on the TWAB, they did post a few of the developers, I believe, or, such people that are involved in the game making. Some of and they're all ugly. P.S. I'm sorry, Bungie, but they're all ugly. They're bad outfits. Terrible fashion sense over there. Smart people, I'm sure.
So they look like me?
I don't know. You don't look too bad. Well, you don't look too bad. They looked worse. They looked worse.
Like Iron Man, if anything.
Yeah, I'll give you that. They looked worse. But yeah. Comments, concerns, questions?
I didn't see the cutscene yet. I haven't played this week.
I'm so sorry.
I was very busy this last week.
Yeah, I've seen the cutscene through one of the vloggers, and it's interesting. And then the additional bits within the couple of the weapons, it really does harken back to the old adage, history is written by the conquerors.
There you go. I like it. But yes. And it was just, it was upsetting personally for me to see Saint 14 as a bad guy. Like,
so did he basically just like pull a Anakin? Or?
Yeah. He kind of just went off and just ran through people, like I said, whether they were innocents or fleeing or...
Non-combatants were not safe from Saint.
Yep.
Including children.
Yeah.
Okay. Selena, what's your
hold on. Now, with that, I have a question. So, this last cutscene makes you feel angry because you hear it from Mithrax's side. My question is, was it 2 weeks ago or a week ago where Mithrax and Saint were having a conversation, and Saint actually, kind of agreed with or understood what was going on with Mithrax when it came to the survival of the people, where they were arguing about the Fallen needing or the Elixni needing more supplies. And at first Saint was really upset about it, like, we wouldn't
and then
supplies. So
I think it happened afterwards. I think they had the cutscene, and then that discussion that you're referring to, where they both realized how one defines monsters is very subjective, and that sometimes you have to get over your fear of monsters in order to build a better world. But it was I don't remember how it happened. It's one of the lore books. But My Name is by Floor Daddy himself was talking about it, and it was very interesting after you saw the cutscene. It really puts a different spin. Kind of as they've been doing this season and last, with Crow talking about the Not the Fallen, their Elixni, and they have their culture. That
I mean, with Crow himself
destroyed.
too, going from like being seen as this like evil like villain character to what's soon to be Vanguard member, basically selfless character and whatnot, but two sides of the same coin.
Okay, before we move on, just bring it to everyone's attention. I have written 4 short stories from the enemy's point of view, where they felt they were right. So in human history, the victors do write the account, and they were always on the good side. But in Destiny, I mean, are we the good guys? I mean, we move in, we kill people, we shoot first, we take the resources, we can't be killed, we're bullies. Just saying, there's objectiveness from who writes the tale. Anybody got anything else on Selina's hot topic?
We all good.
Okay, moving on. VA, you got your top 3, I hope?
Yes.
Hot topic.
Closure.
It's fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
Just waiting.
It's fine.
VA's been so quiet. I just wanted to get to her quick. She's said like 2 sentences in the last 45 minutes. I just wanted her to get her turn.
So top 3, and tonight's topic is courtesy of my son, who has graduated.
Oh,
So,
congratulations!
Oh,
last
dude, for
night.
Yep,
So it's been a tough 14 years, but he's made it. And he wants to go into trade school after we get a bit more settled. But tonight's topics was top 3 game settings. Whether it's video games or RPG. So do you like Greyhawk? Do you like, Neverwinter? Do you like Norath? The World of Diablo? Etc. Pathfinder.
Settings, as in
Here are
like
3 of your top settings.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Who's going first?
Like
environment
How about you, BC?
and area settings.
Yeah. So it's like settings.
like
for-
a place
for
you like
for
to
a
go
game.
to in Borderlands, like that you think's
course.
neat. A place that you like to go to in
Or the setting of video
but,
games, like there's a whole series of StarCraft.
Okay.
Or Norath. Azeroth.
So my first one, for obvious reasons for anyone who knows me, it looks gorgeous, and I could just run around it all the time, even though I haven't played it because I have to think too much. I haven't played it much. Pretty much all of Ghost of Tsushima. I just love the area, I love it all. It's gorgeous. So that's one setting, because it's also set in Japan. I don't know, fanboy here. So that would be number 1. My second one would deal more with just the setting when it comes to the way the world is going and how the world develops. I would have to say the Metal Gear series. I like how that world develops when you follow it from Metal Gear, from the very first Metal Gear on Nintendo all the way up through the ones on PS4. Just the evolution of the world in itself, even though it, sometimes it goes back and forth in time and deals with a lot of real world situations and areas, just kind of that idea of a semi-dystopian kind of area. So I guess that would be a good setting for me. I really like the way it moves with the story. And then my third one, I wouldn't be able to call out a very specific one, but space magic, Destiny, the Destiny world, how it, once again, how it develops. Even as much as I hate the fact that it was an excuse for, vaulting content that we've already paid for, even the way the darkness took away planets, like, I think that setting, and everything that happens, and then going to the different areas and the different planets, like when we're going after the new classes and we're going after the shards of the Traveler, and having like that part of Earth be completely different than the normal EDZ, or just all of that, it really kind of gets immersive and feels really good to explore and go through. I think that also goes along with the gunplay. Like, it draws you in. It feels good. The way the guns sound, the way they shoot, feels good. The way the environment sounds, the way it feels when you walk through it, just feels really good. So those would be my top 3.
Alrighty, Selina?
I'm gonna go the whole game of Horizon Zero Dawn. I think is just gorgeous.
Knew you were gonna say that.
Yep. Just because I've been playing it recently, too. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. The whole thing, just rappelling off of things. Anyway, so that's one. I'm gonna say Destiny 1 Venus was gorgeous. I love the little tropical, just covered in vines and greenery and just everything, and very pretty. Ishtar was gorgeous. Let's see, the third one, I'm probably gonna have to go Final Fantasy X. The scene, I don't know if you guys have played it, but the scene where Titus and Yuna are underwater, they're having this little moment, and they kiss for the first time.
Oh, the coming out the water on the beach.
Yeah. Not on the beach.
Yeah.
Like the one where she's doing the death dance, though. That one's a really pretty freaking scene, though, too. But yeah, no, okay, so that's a tie for both of those then. Yeah, Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X, just in general, is kind of really pretty, and 10 too, just as a side note. But yep.
Same world.
Yes, same world, but yeah.
Hagar?
What's that?
Jordan.
Yeah, sorry.
Wake up.
Hagar Jordan.
What was the question again? I'm sorry, I can't.
What are the top 3 settings for games, whether they are video games or RPGs, that you like to play in?
The environment, the world environment.
Yeah, one of my favorites was Dishonored. I kind of liked that futuristic kind of setting, I guess, and post-apocalyptic games, I guess, like Fallout.
Yeah.
I really enjoy playing.
I've never played Fallout, but I like the aesthetic of it. Like the bunkers, I don't know if that's what they're called. I don't think they're called bunkers. I forget what they're called.
They're actually called bonkers.
Stop it. Are they called bunkers?
No.
No.
They're bunkers, yeah.
Are they bunkers?
Vaults.
Oh, okay. Vaults. They're vaults. That's what they are. I was like, they're not called
You're a vault
bunkers.
boy.
Yeah. But yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's 2.
How many do I need? Sorry.
3. One more. One more. You can do it, dude.
Okay.
You can do it!
Well, I really like the Resident Evil games, with the kind of zombie apocalypse and
Is it
kind of settings.
Do you like the puzzle aspect? Do most of them still have? I only played the first one, and the puzzle aspect upset me because I'm trying.
That's one
I'm
of my
scared.
favorite parts is the puzzle aspect because it
scared.
adds more to the game. I feel
it does.
And
it does.
They actually incorporate that in the new one, Resident Evil Village. I just played that.
I've heard good things about that. But yeah, the Resident Evil 1 plus dogs jumping through windows, the zombie dogs, and I haven't picked up another Resident Evil. It was too much for me. Too much for me.
All right. Shady.
What?
Your top 3
No,
settings.
okay. I got one. I mean, this is obvious. I mean, D2, Mars. That the landscape lended me a way to farm kills, and I knocked it out of the park on that. I'm so sad that Mars is gone. But and my next 2 are going to be very contrary to each other. In D1, again, thank you, Selena. Venus was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
You had orange crush puddles on the way to foliage that was amazing. It was absolutely gorgeous. And then you got to kill things. And my third one is Borderlands 1, the first mission. Everything looked like it was dark and dirty and awful, and you had to get through that. And that was just a pleasure to go through.
Alrighty. Dim.
I was gonna say probably Fallout would definitely be one. It's just there's a lot of exploring and walking through wastelands in that game, but a lot of it's really neat to explore through. And I was also gonna say Destiny for sure, because there's some places where I'm just like going through the game and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. And, like, especially one that like sticks out in my mind because I was trying to think of like an example would be in the Garden of Salvation raid. There's places where it's like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that is really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Look over here, guys. You have to see
When
this.
you're running past all the
The raid
Cyclops
areas
and the
are absolutely beautiful.
yeah,
They
running
do such a good job.
the second area, I think.
Past
Yeah.
the like things you gotta jump on.
Well, yeah,
in
like
the
you have to
raid where you
like
have to
connect
jump on
all the
those
little
things.
things, and then you have to like jump up and like run really fast and pick up the poop to.
Yeah.
Pick up the poop.
You got to pick
That
up the
whole raid
poop.
was all like very, very beautiful.
Oh yeah,
The whole
so
raid.
pretty. Like the giant trees and that, just gorgeous.
And then my third game, or not game, but like kind of environment would be something along the lines of I like being in the environment of Warzone a lot because it's like I don't know, it's just the experience of it. It's like kind of realistic, but enough to where not realistic to the point where it's not a game anymore. But you can really get into it, and it's pretty immersive, especially if you get a good team together. So you can get really into there, and then you can walk away from there and be like, holy crap, we were in it. We were in it there. Like after like pulling off a really tight victory or something, it's like, okay, I have to step away for a little bit and like calm down. I'm gonna have PTSD from that. Shoot.
There you go. You're in the trenches, man.
Exactly,
my
man.
God.
We was in there. I can tell you some more stories about holding the train, running them trains, man.
Running those trains? Is that what
Yeah,
you just
running
said?
the trains. Yeah, you don't know about Verdask. Or what is it called, Jordan?
Vander?
Vandersk? Dandersk?
I don't remember.
You know the map, Verdad.
I know the one you're talking about, but I never got the name of it. I just played it.
We're both illiterate, so.
And
No, that's not true.
my 3 would be Horizon Zero Dawn, because that is just a gorgeous world. I'd have to also say Azeroth, because the mythology and history contained in the World of Warcraft games and the Warcraft games that came before it are just really in depth. And my third one, I think I would have to say I have to go with some RPG and Rifts by Palladium Books, a post-apocalyptic
Nice.
game that has elements of tech and sci-fi and fantasy and aliens, and pretty much if you think it, you can figure out a way to build it.
Ooh.
So I've been playing that system for 30 plus. Oh dear God, 30.
Wow.
Yeah, 30 plus years since '87. So.
Vampire.
I could never quite get into the World of Darkness. It had some interesting bits, but I could never quite get it. So there's tonight's top 3.
Woot
Thank
woot.
you, everyone.
Nice. Nice, BA. Welcome back. We really missed you. We really, really did.
I'm glad to be back. I missed you all as well.
Okay, up next is Shady Questions. Shady, you want to ask some questions? I'd be happy to. Okay, the first one is always about...
Pizza!
Pizza!
Oh.
Okay, I want you to...
baby, za.
This is a trivia question. I want you to ballpark it. And whoever's closest gets the Shady Trophy that does not exist. So, the question is, how many slices of pizza are sold in the U.S. second?
What? How
Per
many
second?
slices per second?
Per second?
Every second, how many pieces of pizza, slices of pizza are sold? And we're gonna save our pizza expert for the last.
In the United States.
In the United States. So we're gonna go
Every
Selena
second.
and Dreddick. They're the
On
food experts.
average.
They're going last. Just on average.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
So-
You've thrown some, like, trick
I'm an
questions at us before,
Not
I
a
feel
trick
like.
question. Every
Okay.
second, X amount of slices of pizza are sold in the U.S.
Okay.
So
Nobody
we're
Google
gonna,
it.
No, don't.
You're giving
We're
him
gonna-
too much time to Google it, Shady.
We're gonna start with Jordan.
I'm gonna
He's
guess.
not done Googling it yet.
No, I don't even know where my phone is. But I'm gonna guess like 200 and let's say 250.
250. Okay, I'll write that down.
250 or 250,000?
250.
BC.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do this like
Like
I'm
quicker.
gonna do this. I'm gonna do this like The Price is Right. I'm gonna go
251.
2,000.
Okay. VA.
How many slices? I'm gonna say something like 10,000.
Oh. You must be hungry.
Overachiever.
Selena.
I'm gonna go 2001 and actually do the Price is Right thing.
See, that's messed up.
I knew that's what you were gonna say. I'm like, you're second, dude. You can't do the Price is Right thing.
All right, Dred.
How many people are in America? Like 300 million?
350, 360 million.
Alright, so at any given moment, I would say
Every
that
second,
maybe...
every second, not every minute, not every hour. It's every second.
Every second, I think a 16th of the population is buying pizza, alright?
Oh my god.
Nah,
got a
he's on his
calculator?
phone.
You got a
I
calculator.
think he's BSing.
No, I'm not on my phone. I'm trying to like figure out what a 16th of the population would be. Let's see. A half of 300 or 350 million would be.
I think that's what it probably says. And now he's like, math.
No.
Shit.
You Google it right now and tell me I'm wrong.
Ain't doing that. Trying to
Alright,
disqualify
I'm just
me.
gonna go ahead and guess that it's greater than everybody else said, and just go ahead and say like 200,000 slices a second.
Wow. That's
What did
a
you
lot.
say,
What the
VA?
hell?
I said 10K per second.
Okay.
Now, if you're doing
I said
per minute,
200.
Okay.
but no.
Okay.
Okay,
I thought
who,
you
who said 250?
Damn.
Jordan.
Oh, sorry, Jordan. There we go.
Jordan, you win. It's 350 slices
Oh,
per
shoot.
second,
Wow.
Nice.
which is still a shitload.
Yeah, that's
a lot of pizza.
impressive. It's a
Every
futon.
second. That's crazy.
It's an F ton of pizza. That's what.
Damn.
All right, the next one I must have thought on this because this could be really good. This could be like a highlight on our show that we go back and go do, show back and highlight stuff. So, what would be the creepiest thing you could say to a stranger as you walk by them?
The creepiest thing you could say to a stranger
As you
As
walk
you
by,
walk
you've
by
never
them?
seen them before. They've never seen you. What could you whisper to them as you walk by? That would be really, really creepy.
I really like the way you made your bed this morning.
Oh my god.
That's good. That's good.
Alright, we don't have to take any more answers.
Oh my god.
That might win.
But like,
Wow.
if you're like me and you never make your bed, I'd be like, okay, whatever, liar.
All right, we're going VA next.
Things that I could say. Oh dear, I don't say creepy thing. I honestly, I don't say creepy things. Sorry.
What's the creepiest thing someone could say to you if you were walking by?
Oh, jeez.
Just trying to help out.
Your son's really handsome.
No, that wouldn't bother me. He's almost 19. He's a legal adult, so he can figure his stuff out.
Jesus.
I guess it would be a case of, so I saw your ex yesterday, and I'd be like, good for you, but, I mean,
That's more of a pat on
y'all
the
know
back
me.
than creepy.
I'm fairly laid back, and I'm liberal, so there isn't a heck of a lot people could say.
I am willing to give you a pass because you haven't been on the podcast in a month, so I'm willing to give you a pass. Jordan, you got anything?
So this is like I meet them on the street. First time I see them, they don't know me, and I just say one word and walk away.
Whatever. That was just
Or
one
a
word, but whatever you
sentence.
want.
Could be a word,
Okay,
a sentence.
How about like, I'll see you later.
That's okay.
You
that's
gotta
what
you gotta
think
make it
about-
sound more menacing than that.
I'll see you later.
That was menacing and sexual.
Okay, that one was good.
I will see you later. And I'll
I
bring
felt
the
like there was
cups.
an eyebrow raise at the end of that sentence. Oh my god.
Dread, anything?
Probably like nice skin.
Ew. I'd like to wear it.
Wow.
Like,
That's dark.
Silence
That's
of
not
the
creepy.
lambs.
That's
Right.
dark.
Put the lotion on your skin.
or else he gets the hose again.
Wow.
Oh my
Couldn't
Lanta.
some people take that as a compliment though?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like you have small pores. It wasn't a creepy thing.
Oh my god.
Your pores are really small.
Clean it up afterwards,
Oh my
right?
God.
Selena?
They're still following you.
It's the shadow people. They're following you.
Oh man, I'd just be constantly like looking behind me, like, who's following me? Are they still following me? Who is it? Like, I walk faster.
You end up yelling at some random person, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Who just like, what?"
Okay, I'm going to go with I've seen your sex tape, thank you.
No, but then again, if you've never made a sex tape,
Like, I
like,
didn't make
Then-
one.
Of their knowledge.
then it loses.
I
you
know
don't
of.
know where the camera is.
Oh honey, oh honey.
That's because Selena's the one hiding the camera. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
she's the one. Yeah, she posted it. All right,
Not
moving
denying
on.
it.
This one's kind of this question is that previous questions caused. I want some funny ways to respond to these inquiries. You can pick one of them, two of them, or all three. How's it going? Have a nice day, or what do you do? You can just pick one. You can pick two. You can pick all three. It's up to you.
Say that
You want
one
our
more time?
response to
Okay,
one of
someone
or
comes
all?
up to you and says, how's it going? Have a nice day. Or what do you do? What's a funner response to that question? I mean, everyone says fine, thank you, fine. What can you come back with? What paddle can you hit the ball back to their side and say, ha, that was a stupid question?
I got one.
Good, Dredd.
If
Which
someone
one?
asks me
Which
how
question?
I'm going, or if they ask me like how I am or how I was going,
How's
I
it
say,
going?
Pretty okay, and usually it gets a laugh out of them.
Pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
All right.
I was gonna.
Go ahead, VA.
I was gonna say, my response to that, how's it going? Well enough. I picked that one up for my dad.
Okay. BC, you got anything?
How's it going? It goes up.
That's
All
what she
right.
said.
It goes up. How's it going? It
Oh,
goes
my
up.
goodness.
It goes up.
All right. All right. Selena?
A balloon.
What do you do? What don't I do?
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
What do I do? Your mom.
Got it. All right, that's
Lord.
good. Now I use this one on almost a daily basis. Have a nice day. Sorry, I got other plans.
What about Jordan?
Nice try.
Jordan?
Usually someone says, "How's it going?" I just say, "It's going."
It's going.
It's going.
If they say, "Have a nice day," I say, "I'll try."
They really don't care what your answer is.
Oh,
They're just being polite.
Okay. Have a nice day as soon as you go away.
Have a nice day.
I don't
need your permission to have a nice day. So, piss off.
Oh, well.
Alright, next one. You have a magic window. What's the view? Could be
X-rated.
Yeah.
BC's volunteering to go
called a
first.
cell
24/7 porn, just like
That's
on
a
a
cell
big
phone.
screen wall, like.
You don't need that.
Come on,
Pornhub.
what do you really need that? I mean, you have your computer, you have your phone, you need a window to chime in too.
Can you
I
go
mean,
through the window?
You can't see a
or
grassy field, a dandelions.
a grassy knoll?
No.
What?
Well, no. So I have a magic window and I can see anything that I want.
Yes.
It would definitely space, like the stars, like.
You know, most space is empty, right?
I'm naming
like
specific
99% of it.
things.
Jiminy
It's
Christmas.
named space for a reason. I understand that.
You want to
Because
see some like
I'm naming
nebulas
specific
and
things.
galaxies, or
I was naming specific things.
Okay,
I was
okay,
saying,
sorry.
you know, I want to see black holes, which I understand you can't see the black hole. You can only see the matter that circles around the black hole before it goes
Till
into
it-
it. I understand all of that, the accretion disk and all that. I get it. I'm just saying, I would want to see celestial objects. How about that? Is that better?
There you go.
yes.
There you go.
Dread?
Be genie specific.
Me? Can we get like in there or what?
Oh my god.
You have a view from
Oh,
a
what
window.
are you trying to get in, sir?
Oh, you
I
mean you want to
I
get
wanna-
like you want to
Like I want to go through
Blues
there,
Clues
like
that
windows.
shit?
Yeah.
Blues Clues it?
Blues went down there, so I could. What about you? You know, but no, I'd have a bunch of like winning lottery numbers for tomorrow over there.
He went so
But I
low.
Ooh.
So it would
And
be
then
a
I could
window into
sell
the
it.
future, is what you want
Yeah.
to say?
Yeah.
And then I could sell it after I use it to get enough money. I could sell it to someone and get more money.
That's a very
I mean,
unique
if
But
take
it would
on
end
the
up in the
question.
wrong hands, Timothy.
If you have the
Fine,
winning
I'll
lotto
protect it.
numbers, why would you need more money? It's like 3
That is
billion or
true.
mega
I guess I would
millions or
just-
something like that.
I guess I would have to destroy it afterwards.
There you go. That's the responsible
actually-
thing to do.
Yeah, I would have to build a time machine, go back in time, destroy the thing before I could look through it because it ruined the future.
Oh my
It'd be a
god.
horrible- Actually, I don't
I'm
want
sorry.
that. Never mind.
I'm
Just go on. Ask somebody else.
Alright, VA, what's your
Oh,
magic
man,
window?
My magic window has the latest blockbusters. You know, hey,
Ooh,
get me
nice.
my free Marvel, DC, sci-fi fix. You know, Dune for free.
There you
Nice.
go.
So yeah,
Selena?
I mean, I'm kind of gonna like riff on VAs. I was gonna say the J.R.R. Tolkien stuff, just like the
Stuff.
world of Middle Earth and Mordor, just kind of a scrolling, panning
Hobbits.
picture of just like going through different areas. Like here we go through the Greenwood, here we go through Hobbiton, here we go through Mordor.
It's a window. It's not like a motion picture. It's not
Oh,
like
no,
you
no,
take
no.
a camera and go everywhere. You just
Oh, no,
looking
no.
out your window.
It's,
The windows are on cars and
it's-
planes and
it's-
trains and
it's
automobiles.
Scrolling. Yeah, it's scrolling. It's a magic window, Shady.
It is. Jordan?
Well, my brother here kind of took mine, but I was gonna say window that can see into the future about 2 hours, and only 2 hours, so it's not nothing
Yeah.
drastic. Or
What it-
But it's enough to save someone's life. Ooh, new
like-
mini-series. Ooh, I like it.
I can't react fast enough with 2 hours. You got to make
I
a
need to
plan.
go to the grocery store. Am I
What
gonna
was
get in a
that
car
show
wreck on
that
my way
had
there?
the newspaper from the future would come to his door, and he'd have to
I constantly be wanting to
save
sit
someone.
by it and look and see like is somebody come and kill me.
I remember that.
I
Am I gonna die of a heart attack?
I remember it. Anyone
Early
remember
edition.
that?
Yes, early edition.
Okay.
Yes,
Nice.
he got the paper the day before. Yes, and he got to like fix stuff.
Wouldn't that become like a really bad obsession? So you'd only be watching the window just.
That's
to
what
make
I just
sure
said.
that
Yeah,
nothing
I would
happens?
just be I would just be stuck by the window, just like watching what's gonna
That's
happen.
why you don't let
It's
it
a magic
control
window.
you.
Why would you go interrupt? Unfortunately,
With
my
great power
answer
comes
is
great-
I'd be too
it's
scared to
very
like
lame.
leave.
I mean, when I saw that question, I was like, I want the ocean and the beach, seagulls, no people. But being a Pisces, I want water, so I want the ocean. That's pretty lame compared to all your answers. So.
Aw.
And I had several days to think of it, and you guys blew me out of the water.
Shady, I could
Aw.
modify yours. You could just have
Hey, to each
ocean
their own.
with
Whatever.
bikini babes holding up the winning
No,
lotto
I don't want
numbers for
people.
tomorrow.
I don't
Whatever.
want distraction.
Whatever brings
And
you
also,
peace.
what happens in 2 hours later?
I want peace and quiet.
And also a hobbit.
A hobbit.
And a hobbit.
A frolicking hobbit.
I would invite the hobbit in for dinner. That'd be a nice conversation.
So is this going to be like a celestial ocean? Because you left mine out. Ass.
Oh yeah, and also some reason the sky behind the ocean is also the greatest blockbusters that are known to man.
Right. Oh my God, you're
Okay.
And also there's a black hole that's eating the ocean in the horizon.
So BC, did you not answer this question? I
You're
thought you
so
did.
interesting. No, BC.
I did. Mine was
Yes,
celestial.
his was the celestial
The
bodies.
celestial bodies.
Celestial
Yeah,
bodies.
well, that's it. That's in the ring.
Why do you have to say it with such disdain, Selena?
No, it wasn't.
Celestial
It
bodies.
was
Bodies, baby.
celestial. It was an air of sophistication. Celestial bodies.
Oh, okay. I will hold my pinky up while I drink.
That is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm holding my pinky up, and I'm saying celestial
Pinky up.
bodies.
All right, one last question, and we can wrap this train wreck up. I'm very, very curious for the answer for this. I think we all have one, and I'm really, really curious. What game, real or video, do you personally just dominate? Someone comes up to you and says, "I challenge you in this game," and you just smoke them without trying. It could be a video game. It could be a real game. It could be anything.
And by real game, he means like tabletop.
Like, no, hopscotch or...
Oh.
Russian
Boardwalk.
roulette.
Yes.
Russian roulette. I'm better at Russian roulette than anybody I've ever
Settlements
played.
game.
Do board games count?
You're automatically
Board
the
games
winner
do
every
count.
time you're allowed to say.
I'm the best
Checkers,
at Russian roulette.
chess. Yes, board games count. And video games count. So,
Mhm.
I'm
And apparently
gonna
hopscotch
say
counts.
Hopscotch counts. So, VA's been vocal, so let's go with VA first.
Like I said earlier, Trivia Pursuit.
Oh,
Trivial
nice.
Pursuit.
Just don't
Jelly.
ask me about sports and art, and other than that, I will probably
Dominate.
kick your ass.
Well, that's
Nice.
part of the game. So I mean,
Well,
You have to have
you
all
can
five.
you can
always
go
wait
pretty
till
far.
Those wedges until the
Yeah.
last bit, until I
Yeah.
have no choice. But
If she was on a team,
And you can get like a forgiving question every once in a while.
Yep.
One that's a little easier, a little more obvious.
But the other like 6 subjects, I tend to do pretty good on.
Domination.
nice. All right, Jordan.
I'll go with spades.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
ooh, now, hold on,
Have you ever played?
now.
Have you ever played euchre?
You playing spades now? We might have to talk there, son. I don't know about all that.
I worked 72-hour shifts over in the Marine Corps, and I would play all the time. One time we played for 12 hours straight.
Oh jeez.
Ooh, it's a poker tournament.
Yeah. We played all the time.
Jordan, have you ever
Nice.
played euchre?
Sounds like jail.
Yeah, I played. Well, a lot
Euchre's
of
a
card games,
fun,
but yeah.
fast trash talking game, but yeah,
Mhm.
that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we also played like bullshit and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Bullshit's a lot of fun. You can say it. It's fine. You just
Okay.
can't drop
Wasn't
F
sure.
bombs.
Yeah,
It's
we don't
okay.
want F-bombs.
I knew you were like,
You can say
ooh.
We're PG-13 here.
You can, the S word is fine.
All right, Dredd, what do you got?
High stakes reverse connect 4.
Whoa.
What?
I was
Yes.
forfeit before I even played.
You know the game Connect 4?
But what's
Yes.
reverse Connect 4? Is that where like four of them
Okay.
can't touch?
No, you're close, but I have to make you connect 4.
Oh,
or you have to make
right,
me
right,
connect
right,
4.
right.
Oh.
And it's very thought-provoking in your moves.
Yeah, because you get confused because you want to connect 4 so bad. You want it to happen, but
We can play some. I don't know.
A lot of strategy there. I see that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Invented
Right.
myself.
Selena, you answer yet?
Stop it, Tim. No. Game that I dominate when I play.
You can say Destiny on strikes because you do.
No, I would not say Destiny in any capacity. Gosh darn it. I thought I had something. I kind of forget now.
Should I take yours?
No, God, no.
What's that basketball game you played in camp?
No, Knockout. Knockout's fun, but no, I don't dominate. The kids would dominate me more than I would, like, and they were, like, little. Shucks. You know what? I'm just gonna say, like, not in my own personal experience, which is literally just my roommate that I used to live with a long time ago. But I would dominate him every time I played Yu-Gi-Oh cards with him. So
Alright, valid.
I won literally like every time. Sorry,
Nice.
Andrew.
Has everyone answered? Anyone not answered?
I have not answered.
BC, you're up.
The game of life.
Wow.
Not
Like,
the game of
the board
game of
game?
life. I'm gonna spin the thing. I mean the game of life. My
Oh,
life. I
stop
dominate
it.
my life.
Oh,
I
Your
win.
own personal way.
Drop
I
the
know,
mic, son.
right? You
Drop the
metaphorical
mic.
SOB
In the
you.
podcast.
Drop
That's the
the
last
mic.
episode.
Jiminy Christmas. Okay, there is
This
a
was the
drop the
last
mic
episode.
mode and you're not using it. It's a wasted opportunity.
Ah, boo.
If you're gonna say it like that so much, you should have had it equipped.
You'll have that.
Is that your answer, BC? Really? Just
Honestly,
I'll allow it.
yes. Why? Thank you.
Oh wait, who's the commissioner of Shady Questions?
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
we were all like equal
No,
parts.
it's literally
No,
named after
God,
the
no.
guy.
You are commissioner of Hot Topic,
Heard.
and VA is the commissioner of Top 3. I am the commissioner of Shady Questions.
Okay,
It has
said
my
commissioner.
There
Okay,
you go,
said
BC.
commissioner. What is your ruling?
name. I accept that.
Woohoo! Winning.
Okay, my answer. I had two to think of. When I play an average person in chess, I destroy them. When I play a good person in chess, I barely win. When I play like an awesome person in chess, I lose. So I don't really dominate. But when it comes, this is a real world game and a video game with the same game. When it comes to Texas Hold'em poker, I am Schnizzle. I played live tournaments when it was popular. I played 50 live tournaments. I finished in the money 10 times, and I won 5 tournaments. When I play video poker, I'm Providence, VA, you're with me, on video poker, Providence, to get a win, there's six person tournaments. When you get a win, you get in the top 3. According to their stats, I get in the top 3 77% of the time.
Nice.
So I am a very good Texas Hold'em because I'm patient and I only strike when I have the cards. I don't go for a draw, and I think I'm a really good poker player. I almost thought about going professional at one time, but then I realized in an interview you go broke 3 times before you can get your legs under to start making money, and I didn't want to go broke 3 times. So that's that. That's what I dominate at. If you put me at a poker table with 5 amateurs, I don't even need to see my cards. Don't even need to see my cards. I can do it. I know by your betting pattern and how you hold your eyes and how you hold the cards. I know what you have. So anyway, moving on. Good show so far. We're over an hour. That's fine. When it comes to stats, yes, we are an international podcast. We have this podcast being viewed in 3 different countries. And that's
3?
a good thing. Yes, Canada and Germany and the United States.
Ah.
Yes.
And
I forgot
Alabama.
about Canada.
Don't forget Africa.
That's
a whole nother country there.
That's a third world country. That doesn't count. Okay, comments from last week. BC, you ready for this? We had 28 comments, and who were they from?
They were all from Sailor Mouth Mom, aka Mouth.
And who's she?
She's the mother of TARDIS.
And your?
My ex-wife.
You're But she did 28, and they were all actually really amusing. They were all very funny.
That's something that could go down in it. My ex-wife supports my podcast.
If you stream, she needs to do chat, so we get her answers live, not the next day. We don't. The next day doesn't help us. It doesn't if she has a funny little comment that's going to enhance the podcast, you can't just do comments. You need to do chat live with someone. I don't check my chat.
I'm sure she will see this.
Either yours or Selena's stream has live chat. I can't do live chat. There's too many things going on. I can't keep track of.
So I'm sure she will see this because TARDIS watches on a regular, and she is starting to watch.
And she is most welcome to be like the ghost host, taking Dread's title as the ghost host.
There can only be one ghost host.
Well, we have an assistant ghost host.
She's waiting, from what I understand. She's waiting. She's like, pull me up from the minors. Like, she's waiting hardcore. Like, she's like, I'm waiting, coach. Put me in the game.
Does she want to be on the show? She wants to be a guest?
Yeah, I think after the conversation that you had with her, she wants to be a guest.
The only apprehension is her name is Sailor Mouth for a good reason. And I'm trying to keep this family friendly.
I don't want to edit that episode.
There's going to be a lot of beep.
I was about to say, there's no editing, there's beeps.
Oh, jeez.
I actually don't do the beeps, I just kind of cut it out.
I prefer the beeps, though.
Alright.
For that episode, there may be beeps just to make it more.
It may be a Guardians After Dark episode. Okay, guys, the clan has spoken. We are done. Join us next week. I think our guest is going to be JR. After that, possibly Envious, if his dad gets him off the map and lets him get online. He expressed interest. After that, maybe Quad. So we may have the next 3 or 4 weeks booked. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you, VA, for coming back. We so missed you. I hate doing the show without you. You're such a contributor. Selena, thank you. BC, thank you. Dread, thank you. And Jordan, thanks for showing up on the moment's notice. Just out of nowhere, you like parachuted in.
It only took me 8 minutes to convince him to get on.
I know, you had to pull teeth to get him to come on.
That's pretty impressive, though, Dim.
Jordan, did you have a good time? I mean, did you have a good time?
I'm his big brother. I should be able to convince him to do something.
And you can go back and listen to it tomorrow and give me a like and subscribe to my channel.
Where can I find this podcast at?
Well,
thanks for the segue.
We are getting to there. Where can we find everyone? BC?
Well, currently I am running the email account for our site. I created it, so I'm running it. It's 4Gs and a guess at gmail.com. That is 4GSANDAGUEST at gmail.com.
Okay. VA?
You can find me on on PlayStation and Twitch as VA_witch. And you can find me on YouTube and Twitter as VA Witch without the space.
Very good. Selena?
You can find me on YouTube, SelinaKyle1981, all together now. Woo woo, meow meow.
Awesome. Jordan, where can we find you? If you don't have a website, you just be, I'm playing this game and we can find you there.
I'm playing this game and you can find me
well,
here.
What's the game?
Destiny2.
Oh, nice. What's
so
your
you're playing it now?
Yeah, what's your gamer name?
It's Hagar Jordan. Hagar Jordan. No space, no nothing else.
What about
Very
the
nice.
Are those in there too?
No, those are not in there.
Okay.
Oh, big brother, give him a noogie. That's great.
And I also wanted to mention that I am gonna get. I ordered a thing where I can put a mouse and keyboard on my phone, and I'm gonna get these episodes edited and put on Spotify. I think I'm 3 or 4 weeks behind, but
You are.
it's
Very much
it's time
so.
consuming on my old phone because it would crash sometimes and I had to
You got a
start
new
over.
phone.
But got a new phone. It's got a lot of processing power and 4 gigabytes of RAM, so I should be able to handle it now.
Okay, Dred, did you answer where we can find you?
Oh, you can find me on YouTube at
Wait, back up.
What?
We can find you at the...
At the club.
There
Bottle
you
full
go.
of bub.
There you go.
Oh my god.
And also, on YouTube, you can find me at DIMDREAD, baby. But without the baby.
Baby.
Without the baby.
You have spelled that right for a month, and I'm impressed.
Dimdread. That's me.
All right, I am ShadyVale35. You can find me on YouTube. ShadyVale35, no space between the letters and the numbers. And that's where you can find me. All right, we are done for this week. Everybody, join us next week, same time, same channel, wherever outlet you're on. We are on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Google Podcasts, we're on my channel, KDBL35. We are on SelinaKyle's channel, 1981, and we'll be on Discord, hopefully, really soon. So, great show, guys. That was episode number 14. BC, take us out.
All right, y'all. Slap that like button like your mama taught you right.
That's how we do it here. Good show, guys. I appreciate you guys all showing up. Jordan, thanks for being a last-minute guest.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
No,
Welcome
you'll
to
be
the
on again if you
madhouse.
like.
Yeah, maybe I'll be a little more experienced in the new
Well,
Destiny.
you just go back and listen to it, and
Did
we'll
you
go from
have
there.
fun?
Yeah,
this was actually pretty fun.
It was cool having you here. We appreciate it.
Can we say thank you to Shax for that little bit he did at the end there? That was awesome.
What do you do?
I started the mixtape.
And it's just like, it was so epic as it was like ending. It was like, da, 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 da. The music was swelling, and you're like, alright,
You're funny.
we're finishing up this awesome podcast. And then the guitars, they came in, and they just like, you know?
Gee.
And then Shaq's
Somewhere
like,
in there,
good
he
job,
threw-
Guardian.
Yeah,
You're
good
my
job,
favorite.
Guardians. And then he threw in
Excellent work.
fantastic. It's like fantastic.
It's like, grenades! You're not throwing enough grenades.
Oh my god.
You should be throwing grenades as I'm saying this.
Ask yourself, Guardian, did you throw enough grenades?
Lord.
All right, what's
Is it-
everybody
are we
gonna
on
get
the air
on
now?
next?
Excellent podcast. I am signing off right now.